Hey friends, picture this. You step outside your door on a warm summer morning here in the USA, reach up into the broad green leaves of your very own banana plant, and pull down a bunch of sweet, perfectly ripe bananas that taste like pure sunshine. Way better than anything from the grocery store. Sounds like a tropical dream, right? Well, it's totally possible, even if you're in Florida, California, Texas, or even trying it indoors up north in cooler states. I'm so excited to share this complete step-by-step guide with you today because growing banana plants is one of the most rewarding things any beginner gardener can do. These giant, lush plants turn your backyard or patio into a mini paradise, and with the right care, you'll enjoy beautiful foliage and maybe even homegrown fruit. Whether you're a total newbie or have a few houseplants under your belt, I'm going to walk you through everything in the simplest way possible. No complicated jargon, just clear, helpful tips that actually work. We'll cover choosing the right plant for your space, the best light and temperature, the perfect watering routine for strong, healthy roots, fertilizing and pruning to get that lush growth you crave, and how to fix common problems fast so your banana plant stays happy and thriving all year long. Let's dive right in and get your banana plant growing strong. Banana plants, or musa as they're known scientifically, are actually giant herbs rather than true trees, but don't worry about the botany lesson. What matters is they love warmth and can bring that vacation vibe right to your USA home. For beginners here in the States, I always recommend starting with dwarf varieties because they're easier to manage and more forgiving. Think dwarf Cavendish, dwarf ladyfinger, or even the cold hardier Musa Basjoo if you're in a borderline zone. These stay around 6 to 12 feet tall in containers, which is perfect if you live anywhere outside USDA zones 9 through 11. In warmer spots like southern Florida, coastal California, South Texas, or Hawaii, you can plant them straight in the ground for bigger, faster growth. Everywhere else, large pots on your patio or deck let you wheel them inside when winter hits, keeping them safe from frost. When you first bring your new banana plant or pup home from the nursery, give it a gentle welcome by checking the roots. They should be white and firm, not mushy. Plant it in a spot sheltered from strong winds because those huge leaves can rip in a storm, and make sure the soil drains well so you set yourself up for success from day one. Soil is the foundation of everything, so let's get that right early. Mix regular garden soil with plenty of compost, some perlite or coarse sand, and maybe a handful of aged manure to create a rich, loamy blend that holds moisture but never stays soggy. The pH should hover around 5.5 to 7, slightly acidic to neutral, which most potting mixes already lean toward. If you're planting in the ground, loosen the soil a foot deep and wide, mix in organic matter, and mound it slightly so water doesn't pool around the base. For pots, choose a container at least 15 to 20 gallons for a young plant, so the roots have room to spread. Banana plants are hungry and thirsty, and a too small pot will stunt their lush growth fast. Once planted, add a thick layer of mulch around the base to keep the soil cool and moist, and you're ready to focus on the daily care that makes all the difference. Light is non-negotiable for your banana plant to stay vibrant and push out those massive leaves. Give it full sun, at least 6 to 8 hours of direct sunlight every day, and it will reward you with deep green foliage and faster growth. In the USA, that means placing it on a south-facing patio or in an open backyard spot where it soaks up those long summer days. If you're growing indoors during winter in northern states, put it near a bright, sunny window or undergrow lights for 12 to 14 hours to mimic tropical conditions. Too little light and the leaves turn pale and leggy. Too much harsh afternoon sun in scorching desert areas like Arizona might need a bit of afternoon shade cloth to prevent scorching. Pair that with the right temperature and your plant will feel right at home. Banana plants thrive when daytime temps stay between 75 and 85 degrees Fahrenheit and nights don't drop below 60 degrees. They can handle up to 95 degrees in humid summers, but anything below 50 degrees slows them down dramatically, and frost will kill the leaves in minutes. In most of the USA, that means enjoying them outdoors from late spring through early fall, then moving pots indoors or into a greenhouse when cooler weather arrives. Use frost blankets or bring them to a bright, warm room if you're in zone 7 or lower. A little protection goes a long way toward keeping your banana plant lush all year. Watering is where a lot of beginners accidentally stress their plants, but once you nail the routine, you'll have strong, healthy roots that support massive growth. Banana plants are thirsty. They want consistently moist soil, especially during the hot growing season, but they absolutely hate wet feet that lead to root rot. The golden rule is to water deeply whenever the top 1 to 2 inches of soil feel dry to the touch. In peak summer heat across the southern USA, that might mean every day or every other day, especially in pots that dry out faster. Use room temperature water and soak the soil until it runs out the drainage holes, then let it drain completely before putting the pot back on its saucer. In cooler months or indoors, cut back to every few days and always check with your finger. Overwatering is the #1 killer of banana plants. To keep roots happy and prevent issues, make sure your pot has plenty of drainage holes and never let the plant sit in standing water. Humidity helps too. If indoor air is dry from heaters in winter, mist the leaves daily or run a small humidifier nearby. Those big leaves love a tropical feel, so a pebble tray with water underneath the pot can boost moisture without drowning the roots. Follow this routine, and your banana plant will send up new leaves every week or two, staying green and energetic instead of drooping or yellowing. Fertilizing is how you turn good growth into that lush, tropical explosion everyone admires. Banana plants are heavy feeders, so plan to nourish them every 2 to 4 weeks during the active growing season from spring through fall. Use a balanced liquid fertilizer with a ratio like 10-10-10 or one higher in potassium like 8-10-8. Potassium helps with fruit development and overall strength. Organic options work beautifully too. Compost tea, fish emulsion, or slow-release granules mixed into the soil at planting time. In the USA's warmer regions, you can keep feeding lightly even into early winter if the plant is indoors and still growing. Always water the soil first before fertilizing so you don't burn the roots, and follow the package directions. A little more often is better than too much at once. You'll see the payoff quickly: bigger, brighter leaves and stronger pseudostems. If you want fruit, consistent feeding is key, because banana plants need lots of energy to produce those heavy bunches. Pruning keeps your banana plant looking tidy and directs all its energy into the main stem for faster, lusher growth. As soon as you spot yellow or brown leaves, cut them off at the base with clean, sharp shears. This prevents disease and makes the plant look neat. Don't be afraid to remove the oldest leaves as they naturally die back. The plant will keep pushing new ones from the center. The most important pruning job is managing the pups, those baby shoots that pop up around the main plant. For beginners, keep only 1 or 2 of the strongest pups and cut the rest right at soil level with a sharp knife. This stops the plant from wasting energy on too many stems and helps the main one grow taller and potentially fruit sooner. In a small yard or pot, you might remove all pups to keep things manageable. Pruning is quick and satisfying. Do it every couple of weeks during growth season, and your banana plant will stay compact, healthy, and full of life. Even the best gardeners run into common problems, but the good news is most are easy to fix once you know what to look for. Yellow leaves are the most frequent complaint, and they usually mean either too much or too little water, cold temperatures, or not enough nutrients. Check the soil moisture first. If it's soggy, let it dry out and improve drainage. If it's bone dry, step up your watering schedule. Brown tips on leaves often come from low humidity indoors, so mist more or add a humidifier. Pests like spider mites, aphids, or banana weevils can show up, especially on indoor plants. Catch them early by inspecting the undersides of leaves and spray with neem oil or insecticidal soap. Root rot from overwatering shows as wilting even when soil is wet and a mushy base. The fix is to repot in fresh, well-draining soil and cut away any rotten roots. If your plant isn't fruiting, it might just need more time. Many varieties take 9 to 18 months of warm weather and good care before producing a bunch. Wind damage tears leaves, so move pots to a sheltered spot or stake taller plants. In all cases, stay consistent with light, water, and feed, and your banana plant will bounce back quickly. Beginners in the USA often worry about winter survival, but with pots it's simple. Move indoors to a bright room above 60 degrees, reduce watering, and hold off fertilizer until spring growth resumes. Seasonal care makes all the difference for year-round success. In spring, repot if roots are crowded, start fertilizing, and move outdoors once nights stay warm. Summer is prime time. Water deeply, feed regularly, and enjoy the rapid growth. Fall means cutting back water and preparing to bring plants inside before first frost. Winter is rest time for many. Keep them bright but cooler, water sparingly, and watch for dry air issues. Come spring, your banana plant will explode with new leaves again. Propagation is free and fun. When pups are about a foot tall with their own roots, carefully dig them up and pot separately for more plants to share or expand your tropical corner. Harvesting is the ultimate reward. When a bunch forms, it takes several months to ripen on the plant. The bananas turn from green to bright yellow and feel slightly soft. Cut the entire bunch when the first fruits ripen and let them finish indoors if needed. The mother plant will die back after fruiting, but the pups you saved will carry on the cycle. With patience and these simple routines, you'll have a thriving banana plant that not only looks stunning, but gives you fresh fruit year after year. So there you have it. Everything you need to grow healthy, lush banana plants right here in the USA, even as a complete beginner. Start small, stay consistent, and watch your tropical dream come to life. Grab a dwarf variety this weekend, follow these watering, light, and feeding tips, and you'll be amazed at how fast it grows. Drop a comment below with your location and which variety you're trying. I read every single one and love answering questions. Try these steps today and tag us in your progress photos. Your banana plant journey starts now. If you love learning about seasonal flowering plants, gardening tips, and nature care, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Nature Nurture Hub, your home for year-round garden inspiration. Let's keep growing together.